The fields were full. The barns were locked. And still, people starved. This was not a drought. This was not a failed harvest. This was hunger, measured and enforced. Ukraine, early 1930s. A land known as the breadbasket of Europe. Black soil so rich it stained the hands of farmers. The Soviet Union was racing to industrialize. Joseph Stalin demanded grain at any cost. On paper, Ukraine was productive. In reality, it was about to be emptied. In late 1931, grain quotas were raised just slightly on paper. Villages were told to deliver more than they had harvested. At first, families lost a few sacks of grain, the kind meant to last a winter, a child's meals, a mother's bread. Then the confiscations intensified. By 1932, entire villages had their food seized, 100% of stored grain in some areas. Not just surplus, everything. That meant no seed for spring, no bread for tomorrow, no margin for survival. By winter, hunger was no longer an inconvenience. It was a presence. In some regions, tens of thousands stopped appearing at schools, markets, roads. Entire streets went quiet. Hunger had learned how to count. Soon, the numbers grew heavier. By early 1933, hundreds of thousands had already died. Think of a modern city, half of it simply gone. Not bombed, not burned, just absent. Bodies were buried without coffins, sometimes without names. The state kept records, but not of the dead. As spring approached, villages reported something worse than death. They reported emptiness. By the end of 1933, historians estimate between 3 and 4 million Ukrainians died from starvation. Picture it. That is the population of Berlin gone, or Los Angeles vanished. Every apartment dark, every street quiet. Now imagine that loss spread across farms and villages. Not in one explosion, but meal by meal. One bowl missing. One child not waking up. One family dissolving. At the peak of the famine, over 20,000 people were dying every day. That is a packed sports arena empty by nightfall. Hunger had become industrial. When the famine ended, Ukraine was changed. Thousands of villages were partially or entirely erased. Some never reappeared on maps. Children who survived grew up smaller, weaker, an entire generation marked by hunger before memory. The countryside fell silent, not because food returned, but because people did not. And for decades, the number itself was forbidden. To speak of it was dangerous. To count it criminal. Silence became policy. There is one number that lingers. In many affected regions, 1 out of every 4 people disappeared. 1 chair at every table. 1 voice in every family. Gone, not because the land failed, but because math was weaponized. We often learn history through numbers written in books, but those numbers once stood in kitchens, fields, and doorways. If a statistic can erase a village, perhaps it deserves more than memory. Perhaps it deserves reflection.